Hello guys, welcome to Dee's World. Okay guys, so today is a very informative video, okay? If you are a parent, you would want to listen up. I am giving you some great tips about how to find the best daycare facility for your little one. This is going to be a must-see video. Okay guys, so if you didn't know, I don't think I ever shared this with you guys, but I actually used to own a daycare years back. It was a in-home daycare that I actually started because I couldn't find the perfect daycare for me and my child. And I said it right. It's for the parent and for the kid. If you don't feel comfortable with the daycare, your kid is not going to feel comfortable with the daycare because you are a part of your kid is a part of you. And so you want to make sure that you feel comfortable just as much as they feel comfortable at that daycare facility, okay? So I'm going to give you some, and that's a tip right there. Write that down. If you don't feel comfortable, they're not going to feel comfortable, okay? Because if you're not going to feel comfortable, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to feel comfortable, okay? So that's one tip. Another tip would have to be to, number one, make sure you check out the reviews of these daycare facilities. Now, when my children first started going to daycare, they didn't have a review section. I didn't see that on Google then, and if I did, I kind of wasn't really paying attention to it as much. But you guys want to check out that review section for those daycare facilities, because there you go, you have an actual parent there speaking about their experience. To me, I think that is so informative and so helpful. So those reviews are very helpful. They're there to help you. Now, sometimes you see fake sometimes you see fake reviews, and a lot of times that could be from the staff, people who own the facility, or just people who, I don't want to say paid to do a review, but just people who were asked, hey, if I give you this discount, can you put a great review on my page for me? So you want to kind of wean out the two. You want to make sure to read in depth what those reviews say, to make sure those are real reviews, okay? And see the length. Sometimes people say, oh, I've been here for 7 months, or I've been here for a couple of years, or I just got here in this, or I just got here in that. So you want to make sure you really read all of those reviews. I think that would be very helpful. Another tip I must say would be to actually, when you go into the facility and you feel this huge weight on your head, like this pressure, like a sinus pressure, or you just start feeling like the room is so stuffy and the temperature is bad and the smell is just, oh my God, you smell diapers everywhere, you smell just an unpleasant smell, that is a tip that is not, okay? Look for those signs. That is not a great daycare for your kid. Okay, I will never forget when I used to have to go pick up 2 students for after school care in my in-home, and they were going to pre-K at a very well-known daycare facility, and that facility smelled horrible. You can just, the germs, the kids' faces were nasty. You want to look for that. If you see other kids walking around, their faces are nasty, their hands are nasty, the diapers are sagging, they smell, germs are everywhere, that is not a facility that you want to have your kid to attend. Because if they're treating those children like that, they're going to treat your kid like that too. Okay? Now, if you walk into the facility and the facility is clean, you know, if you are doing a walkthrough right after lunch and you see somebody come get a Clorox wipe and wipe down the area, they're asking you to wear a mask. They're telling you, make sure you have hand sanitizer. They have things up about how clean they are. That's a good sign. That lets you know, hey, my child won't be, no kids won't be spreading germs, because you guys know kids spread germs very quick and very fast. So you want to make sure that kids spread germs very quick and very fast. So you want to make sure that that facility is nice and clean. Also, too, you want to make sure the facility that you choose has a great, well thought out curriculum that is going to not only benefit most children but benefit all kids, whether they are smart, whether they're autistic, whether they have any type of disability. You want to look for a daycare facility curriculum that have all, that can include all children. Okay, you also want to make sure the daycare facility is a representation of your child as well. You want to make sure they have pictures on the wall of all types of kids, whether they're white, whether they're black, whether they're Asian, whether they're Indian, whether they're Native American. Doesn't matter. You want to make sure that representation is in the school as well. That is very important. Another great tip too is the customer service. Customer service go a long way in daycare. And why I say that is because if you walk into a daycare facility and the secretary isn't smiling, she guides you to the back with your teachers, they're not smiling, they're not bubbly. When you leave your kid there, your kid's gonna get that same treatment. Some people work in a daycare facility because they want a job, they need the money, and some work there because they actually love what they do. You want to find a daycare facility of teachers and staff that love working with kids, okay? Because your kid is not gonna always be in a good mood. And that's okay for a kid because they're growing and changing every day. So if you take an adult that's not in a good mood and mix it with a kid that's not in a good mood, that's not a good thing. Okay, and that's why you have so many of these daycares that end up on the news and all this, from hitting kids, throwing kids, and pushing them in the corner, not letting them eat lunch, and all of this stuff. You want to make sure that customer service is, hi, thanks for coming to such and such daycare. How can I help you? You want to make sure that the teachers are bubbly and bright and excited about learning and want your kid to learn. You want to look at her wall and make sure that she just doesn't that she practice what she preach. She has artwork on the wall, because when I had my daycare, we had art all over the walls. Okay, I did things with the kids. We did like different, I used to put on puppet shows and stuff. You want a facility that's gonna do even better than what you would do at the house, okay? Another tip I would say would be to make sure, ask them, do they have access to where you can view the classroom? All this technology, they should be able to have that type of access now. Ask them, what are their policies when they go out on field trips? Do they have a no kid left behind policy? There's been a lot of kids being left behind for daycares and stuff. You want to make sure they have a no kid left behind policy, and that your kid, you will feel safe to know that your kid can go on a field day or field trip with them without any problems. Lunch is very important. Ask them, what type of lunches are they serving at this school? Is it healthy? Is it also too, you want to make sure you stay in great communication with your child. Teach your child things like, hey, if someone touches you inappropriately, let me know. Let me know if someone hits you. Let me know if someone does this, does that. So even though all of these great things about a daycare could exist, you still want to confirm that with your kid. You still want to make sure, hey, you want to stay in great communication. If your child tells you something is going on and it doesn't seem like it when you walk through the door, you still need to question. You still want to make sure it's something in place there for you to, hey, what is going on here? And the teachers are helpful. This is what happened. Basically look for a daycare that has some type of form that they feel like an everyday type of behavior form, to tell you what happened or what went on, or if your child scraped their knee, they have some type of form in place that will alert the parent to let them know that something happened, okay? And two, you want to make sure they're active on social media and they have a great website and everything, and a great phone number, great ways to contact them, okay? So it is some great daycares out there that exist. I hope you guys find an awesome one for you and your little one. And overall, to you guys, another thing, make sure your child is having fun. You will know if that's a great daycare when your child comes back and, Mom, we did this today. Dad, we did this today. Look at some of the things I did today in class. I love my teacher. You know, you can just tell the interaction with the kids when that's a great daycare. If your kid is coming, doesn't want to be in school, always rejects, every time you get to the door they don't want to go in, that lets you know it's a disconnect between the kid and the teacher. Now sometimes kids can experience separation anxiety, because my daughter experienced that, my first daughter, to where she would literally, oh my God, run full speed, grabbing my husband's leg, like, come on, Dad, I don't want you to leave. You know, so some kids do experience that, but these teachers are supposed to be trained to handle separation anxiety. It was kids in my daycare that had separation anxiety. You know what I did? I told the parent, bring me a family portrait of your family, so I can sit that with he or she all day long. And we'll all have all the kids to bring a family portrait, and we'll all be, you know, just in case they want to look in on their parents every now and then. I also would do that, you know, to get them in more of a comfortable way, to let them know, hey, this is like your second home, you know, away from home, okay? You want to make a kid feel comfortable. So if your child has been there for a month and they still are not feeling comfortable, the teacher hasn't suggested anything or haven't given you any type of comfort, that might not be the daycare for you, okay? But if they have given you comfort and have suggested different options for you, you know, that's the school for you. You know, that might be the school for you. So in all honesty, you guys, you want your child to have fun, you want them to be comfortable, and you want them to be safe. Okay, you want them to have fun, comfortable, and safe. All right, and when I mean safe from everything. Okay, so have fun, you want them to be safe, and you want them to be comfortable, okay? So you guys, I hope this really helped you guys out a lot. If you are looking for child care services in 2022, apply these tips, and I promise you, you will find the best daycare ever, okay? And if you're still searching, just keep listening to these tips. Take in this video with you and listen to it in the car and say, okay, let me go in and ask these questions, okay? And I guarantee you, you know, you will find something that I guarantee you, you will find something that's gonna suit you and your kid, okay? Again, thank you guys for coming to Dee's World. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and now we'll see you guys for another video. If you do like videos like this where I help you with tips on how to do certain things, subscribe today, you guys, and I will see you guys for another video. Bye. Mwah.